You know, didn't want to celebrate until we knew that Sam Max was right. It ended up in a brutal KO.
Oh.
Tyson, look at me, right? Okay, I know you'd beat me up. I ain't got any hesitation in that. Max still wants to charge you. You know, have a go at sparring. I think it's good. You look at someone like Deontay Wilder, very, very skinny legs. It doesn't look like he has a lot of power. Where he generates that power from? Hi guys, and welcome back to No Fucks Given with my pal Max. Now, how you doing, bud?
I'm all good. I'm all good.
In the same place. Yeah. So we're in the same place. We were in Sheffield on Saturday night for the fight between Dalton Smith and Sam Max. It was a good night, wasn't it?
I'll tell you what, it was a brilliant night, especially this seats. We couldn't get any closer.
And that's big shout out. Thank you very much to Eddie Hearn and all your team there at Matchroom for sorting it out. And long may it continue. We really enjoyed it. While we're on the subject, let's talk about the Dalton Smith Sam Maxwell fight. I got to talk to Dalton afterwards. It was a fantastic performance. Very nice young man. This, you know, didn't want to celebrate until we knew that Sam Max was right. It ended up in a brutal KO.
Oh wow! It was. I'll tell you what. If you had been there, that punch, what floored Maxwell, was so loud. Even over the crowd, you could hear it. It was a devastating punch, and I'm not surprised he never got up.
Yeah, he didn't. And all kudos to Sam Maxwell, a great fighter, and we're really pleased he did get up. They put him on a bit of boxing, which is about normal now. Got all things back into his system, and away went. And we wish him a very, very speedy recovery. There was a couple of other good fights on that night. So the Tom McCormack fight, that was wonderful. Ben Davidson's protege there.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I was really impressed with how composed he was in the ring. He sort of dominated everything, you know. Even in I think it was the first round or second round, like he rocked him, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he did. Dixon, he did. Yeah, and then of course he put him down. I think it was the 6th or the 7th, and he didn't come out of his corner. No. That was the right decision to make. And I think we were talking to a couple of other reporters and just saying, look, you know, it's not about you shouldn't let him come out. He's obviously going to get hurt, and thankfully they didn't. Yeah,
I think Cormac was just too much, too strong, too powerful, and was clearly outboxing him throughout the whole rounds they was in.
Yeah, and I think there was only one controversy in the night. Hopey Price, by the way, he got a stoppage victory, didn't he? TKO again in the corner, so his journey continues. I think the only criticism I had of him is he just needs a bit more venom. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's got the ability, but he's still really, really young. I think it's going to come across. I think he's going to really one to watch for the future. A little bit more spite in his power, and I think he's going to be absolutely top dog.
I agree with you there. You know, I think the other fight was it Sylvester and Cope?
Oh, now there's the controversy of the night. It really, really was. Now, I'm not taking anything away from either boxer here, right? No. But a couple of us were scoring at ringside, and we had Cope winning that by 3 or 4 rounds, and I was absolutely surprised.
Yeah, I was. My face was like that. No way, Sylvester won. I thought it was the other way round, but you know, we ain't the judges, you know, so.
I mean, the other thing is, if you leave it up to the judges, it can go either way, can't it? So, and onward they go, and away they go. Anyway, so let's talk about some other news. Dylan White.
Yes.
He's signed the Joshua fight with the no rematch clause in it, apparently.
Yeah, that's what his the upheaval was during the weeks leading up to it. He didn't want the rematch clause, so.
Yeah, because it was only one way, wasn't it? Is if Joshua lost, he'd get the rematch to avenge it.
Yeah.
But also that sort of tells you whether he's confident enough that he would. But I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing it. That's penciled in for August 12th. I hope they delay it by a week.
Well, there's still another issue. They haven't signed up for the pay-per-views yet. So there's something else they've got to look into. So that could be another week or so before that's finally penned down.
When it rains, it pours.
It does.
But yeah, we're looking forward to that. I hope they delay it by a week because I'm on holiday that weekend.
That's right, I'll go without you.
Yeah, cheers, thanks. Yeah, I'll be there for the presser though, trust me.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on then. Eddie Hearn, now he's claimed Tyson Fury is going to fight Francis Ngannou. I've heard this from multiple sources, right? So not just Eddie.
Even Frank Warren himself.
I'll tell you what listen, Tyson, look at me, right? Okay, I know you'd beat me up. I ain't got any hesitation in that. Max still wants to charge you, have a go at sparring.
Let's go.
Why are you wasting your time? In a ring, you're going to win. With no knockdown clauses, it ain't even, it's not even a competition.
Yeah, you might just come spar me.
Yeah, we'll film that.
Balls, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. No knockdowns. It isn't a fight. It's not a fight. It really isn't. I mean, this is just, it's almost bordering on bringing boxing into disrepute.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm that close. I'm not even going to watch it.
Yeah. It's terrible, absolutely terrible. There is a number of top 10 fighters by the WBC that you can fight. There's probably top 20 you can fight, which are across all different, governing bodies. I just think it's ridiculous. You're going to fight Francis Ngannou. I mean, what for?
Yeah, what are you going to gain out of it? What are you getting from it? Absolutely nothing. You want to fight him, do it off camera.
I don't think that would happen. Francis Ngannou would win every time. I mean, he's ripping limbs off. Tony Bellew said he'd be ripping limbs off this man. He'd be like, okay, yeah. I don't want none of this. No, that's it. Just absolute something else. But no, I mean, Tyson Fury, if you want my advice, it's not a game changer at all. It's a joke.
Yeah.
You might as well box Jake Paul.
Yeah.
I just think it's just absolutely pointless. So on next then, so Tony Bellew, moving swiftly on from him, he told IFL that he wants to come out and become 2-weight world champion. He's not interested in fighting YouTubers and all that. He wants to become, and this is that new weight division the WBC set to announce. It's the difference between cruiserweight and heavyweight.
Yeah,
they're going to put another one in there. So he's saying, well, I can come out and do this, and I can win it. And I mean, we see Tony Bellew Saturday night. He was there at the Zone.
I know he's been out of the ring for quite a while, but he still looks in shape. You know what I mean?
Well, I look in shape, but round is a shape. But no, I think he comes out. I think he does well. I think he used to be a boxing bad boy, but actually, he really isn't like that. He really isn't like that. He's a nice guy. I mean, I think if you upset him, you could probably pull it the wrong way. But
yeah,
it's called the Bridgerweight title, the WBC, and I wonder whether that's a good idea. To actually put that in all the governing bodies that weight. I think it's good. You look at someone like Deontay Wilder, very, very skinny legs. It doesn't look like he has a lot of power. Where he generates that power from,
I don't know. But I'll tell you what, that man has got power. Like Tyson Fury says, that man can break bones.
Well, all of them can break bones, can't they? I mean,
he says Wilder is a phenomenal puncher. He punches very hard.
Yeah, but he's a one-trick pony.
Yeah.
I mean, he struggled against Luis Ortiz. Anyone decent you put in front of him, he struggles with.
Yeah.
Tyson Fury took 12 rounds to figure him out, but I think out of all 12 rounds, what did he fight? 36 rounds against Tyson Fury.
Yes,
I think if Wilder won 6, you would have been lucky.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I think Wilder's going to struggle against Andy Ruiz.
No, I think he is.
I think when you've got iron chin, you know what I mean?
What is it? Who was it we were speaking to the other day? He said that. He said Ricky Hatton. So we were talking to Ricky Hatton the other day, and he said sometimes you come in against guys you could hit with a brick and they don't go nowhere.
Yeah, and
I think that's Andy Ruiz is one of them. I think
definitely. And not only can he take a punch, he can give one out.
Oh yeah, that's it. You clump on the dome. So I honestly believe, Tony, if you want to come out and you want to fight, you want to become 2-weight world champion at the Bridgerweight title, I think you've got every chance in the world. We'd love to come see it. We'd support you all the way. And yeah, I think it's a good idea. Just do it for the right reasons, the desire and the hunger and want to do it. That's exactly what he said. He doesn't want to fight YouTubers, so good on him.
That's it.
Good on him. So, McCormack, I want to go back until Saturday night. So there was a lot of talk about that. Ben Davison's prodigy, Pat McCormack. It was absolute peach of a right hand. Absolute peach. Knocked him down at the end in the fourth. Sorry, it was the fourth round. And it did. I mean, he got to the end. They give him the standing count even after the bell. And I think he's corner right to it. But this guy is going to have a real future, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, definitely. He impressed me from start to finish. He did. And he's a lovely man out of the ring as well as he is in the ring, we bumped into him a few times during the day before and on the night, so...
That was good. That was good. I mean, there was some other good fights on the card that night as well. Bostan, he did well, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He did do extremely well. But the only thing what sort of bugged me with him, I think, a bit showboaty, but he's got the talent there. You know what I mean?
Well, I think as well. I mean, when you look at him, he really does have that. I mean, there was a couple of his fans or family sitting behind us shouting, "Stop showboating!" Because we couldn't agree more. You just work behind your jab, work behind your jab. And Corey O'Regan, he did well. He was opening on the bill. He looked pretty good. Good. He just definitely is perfectly good shaped body. That guy, jeepers, he's a girl's nightmare. That one, wasn't he?
I'll tell you what was a good fight was Ferreira and Zamora.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Brazilian versus Mexican. Wow.
So what we're going to do is next time to make a few more knockdowns and knockouts, we're going to put bricks on the end of their gloves, right? Because it's just the two real tough girls, wouldn't they?
Cool, yeah. I mean, they battled it out from start to finish. Those, you know, at one point I thought it was men fighting.
Yeah, they were good. Were good. And the last thing today, KSI gives Tommy Fury hard deadline. Fury says no, you can accept 185. And then KSI says, okay, I'll fight you at 185. What fucking showground is that? I mean, it's just nonsense, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'll still feel that if this fight does go happen, I think KSI is going to put Tommy bang in trouble.
I'll go the other way. I'm on Tommy Fury's side. I think he deals with KSI pretty quickly.
No, I think KSI is going to be too much for Tommy to handle.
Do you know why?
He struggled hard against Jake Paul.
Yeah, I'll tell you why I think he struggled against Jake Paul. I think the event got to him.
What, and the pressures that
I think it did.
He's going to lose his family name.
I do think that was unfair of the family to put that on him, because it adds extra pressure that shouldn't have been there. If he didn't have that, you know, what we don't know is what's gone on in training. You know, has he gone too far? Has he gone and overtrained? Is he tired when he comes in? I mean, you'll never hear that.
No.
But obviously, those pressures that he was under, I think is different to this now, and that's why I think he deals with KSI inside of 7 rounds.
Well, I'm going to disagree with you. I think it's going to be the other way around. I've got a feeling KSI, if he hits him square with the jaw, I think he puts him down and that.
I don't know. I don't know if he possesses enough power. Anyway, guys, so that's it from No Fucks Given. Thanks very much for tuning in. We'll see you again on next week's show. And there's no boxing in the UK next weekend, or not mainstream boxing, but we'll soon keep you up to date. So take care, guys, and we'll see you again next week.